Has this ever happened to you? Whoa, pretty crazy, right? But have you ever used your HPL intellectual playfulness to ponder, how can I do that?
Hello, I'm Dark Anomaly from the Dark Incorporated YouTube channel. I'm also that autistic kid that always has to sit in the back corner of the classroom. I hope Jack Corridor has already told you that this video is about bombs. But before we talk about bombs, we must first go over how to be safe. So here is a list of what not to do. Number 1. Do not use bombs indoors. Number 2. Do not use bombs outdoors. Number 3. Do not make bombs. Number 4. Do not purchase bombs. Number 5. Do not get bombs for kids. Number 6. Do not eat bombs. Number 7. If you have a nuclear bomb, do not open it, you will die from being exposed to nuclear materials. There are probably more rules that we need to tell you, but that'll be boring, and we are trying to make your lessons less boring. So yeah, screw the rules. No, but seriously, if you have a bomb, call 999. Right, now on to...
Now you know why this is a bad idea, and you're gonna need to get some uranium-235. Plutonium-238 also works, but it is not ideal, because I know that dog's up to something. For the outer casing, aluminium and steel are common choices. However, I did spend our entire metal budget on all the uranium, plutonium, and this wig, so we're going to have to compromise. Some conventional explosives are also necessary, and Actually, let's make this another part. Okay. For making TNT, you're going to need 4 sand, 5 gunpowder.
So, if you have somehow enjoyed our video this far, then you must be curious about, how do bombs work? So the main part of how bombs work is that they try to release as much energy as physically possible in the shortest amount of time. Every chemical explosive does this, from the grenade to the Tsar bomb bar. Guns also use this concept, but instead of spreading the energy everywhere, it concentrates it in one singular direction. This reaction starts when a detonator is set off by multiple different means, like a button, a timer, a fuse, some lasers, and even Bluetooth. But explosives come in many different varieties, so here's a list of different materials used in chemical explosives. Nitroglycerin, trinitrotoluene, nitrocellulose, primary explosives, gunpowder, oxidizers, peroxides, hexamines, triacetone triperoxide, and
hexamethylene triperoxide diamine.
Now that's just the chemical explosives, so time to talk about the nuclear way. So, nuclear bombs have the same concept, releasing as much energy at once, but instead of a chemical reaction occurring, it's a physical reaction. Nuclear bombs do this by shooting a neutron at uranium-235, which splits the atom, releasing a substantial amount of energy, and also releases more neutrons, which will then collide with more uranium-235, causing a chain reaction, making it hit critical mass and then exploding. So yeah, bombs go boom because they expand.
So, now you know about fission and fusion, right? No, really, do you? I have not read Evan's script. I have no idea what he wrote. For atomic bombs in particular, there are two main designs: the gun method and the ball go boomy, make go squishy, make go boomy, but more this time method. The gun method involves a uranium bullet being fired using conventional explosives at a neutron generator. That is unlike the I'm not saying that again method, in which sphere of U-235 is a tamper around a plutonium-239 core. This sphere is surrounded with explosives, which when they explode, a shockwave is created, initiating the blah 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 blah. Now, aside from atomic bombs, there are also hydrogen bombs, which use fission and fusion. In these, there is a tamper of U-235 packed with hydrogen isotope fuel surrounding a hollow rod of plutonium-239. And adjacent, of course I made that name up, but I have actually forgotten what it's supposed to be called, device, is detonated first, doing the stuff I described 2 paragraphs ago and cannot be bothered reiterating. The fission core gives off heat and pressure, causing the rod to fusion and do an even bigger explodey. But enough of directly copying the infographics show. How exactly does critical mass fit into all this? I don't know, it wasn't in their video.
So now, we're on to my favourite part of this video, why you shouldn't give kids bombs. So here's my little brother to help me prove this concept. Right, here's a bomb, here's a Bluetooth connected button, go run off and do what you want with it.
LOL.
Right, whilst we wait for something to happen, tell him to move on to the next part, which I believe is about...
So, by now you've seen diagrams and in-depth simulations, but we all know those don't really work. What you'd want is an actual demonstration. Yeah! So, here I am. Yes, I too was thoroughly disappointed when I found out I wasn't a rectangle. But aside from that, bombs. Alright, I already have my bomb, as I'm sure you do by this point in this video. Here it is. Yeah, this was actually quite a pain to build. You guys are really lucky to have this resource. You know, it was really difficult getting all this info.
Hello. We would like to ask you a few questions about your Google search.
Oh, come on, it was for a prank, guys. But, I believe we are ready. And let's go blow up my kitchen. Okay. So, we are at the desired blast point, and now, you need to remember, these things are extremely dangerous, so you are going to want to be a safe distance away. Okay, so now we are fully prepared to...
We are gathered here tonight because Jack Concord has passed away after forgetting to correctly install a 13 amp fuse into his homemade bomb. The reason why he needed a fuse was in case the flow of electricity was greater than the circuitry could handle, causing the fuse to melt and breaking the circuit. But since he installed it incorrectly, the fuse didn't break when there was a fault. I would like to apologise about this, as the outro was supposed to be funny, but instead it's a funeral. I guess this is the outro now, so like and subscribe to both of our channels, and if you are our teacher, give us a HPL point, we deserve it.